Hi Cancer, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is a weekly entanglement reading for those who have Cancer as their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. If you find this reading doesn't represent your situation, I encourage you to check back and see if maybe your story comes up in some future readings. And if you find this reading does resonate with you, or you simply like the way I read, you can show your support by donating through the link in the description box below. If you can't afford to donate, you can still support this channel by liking and sharing my videos and hitting the subscribe to all button. Okay, let's see what we have for you today. What does Cancer need to know? The Devil, Queen of Swords, and Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that somebody is either stuck in a mindset of being hypercritical and not taking action, or they're feeling held back by other people's criticisms of them, and they feel unable to really kind of put some elbow grease into whatever it is they need to do. But with the Devil being here, this is definitely somebody who becomes kind of stuck, you know, introspective in perhaps not a great way. This is also kind of telling me that somebody needs to get a little, you know, out of their head when confronting a situation and put a little bit more effort into what's happening in order to change the way it is they're thinking about something. All right, let's take a look. How is person one showing up to this entanglement? Show me person one in this entanglement. We have the Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion, Page of Pentacles. This is a bit of an offer. And the Seeker, really kind of seeing things, reflecting back. What this person has yet to realize. Two of Pentacles and the Star. And the secret they're keeping. King of Wands. Interesting. Death on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is somebody who is coming out of a transformation process, or something in their life is ending and it's time to embrace something new. If this comes up as the World card for me, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one is something that has a little bit more of a positive connotation. The Death part is, you know, if death comes up instead, it's still something new beginning, but it could be a little bit more dramatic. It could be perhaps something that somebody is resistant to as opposed to embracing, or they're just perhaps stuck in a place in between where they feel the relief of something. You know, they feel freed. So this person is showing up as having a lot of options, very confused, perhaps not really sure what to do with all of the resources or offers coming towards them. And they're having to kind of seek answers through means that are maybe unconventional, or maybe they're consulting other people. If the Death card is here, this could be something new, something that, you know, has been thrust upon someone and they're not really sure that they have the skills, or maybe they don't have the skills to be able to deal with it. So this person is having to leave a situation and perhaps not really sure how to close the cycle out. This person could also be reflecting on the past actions or things that have been done to them, but it's put them in this kind of feeling of reclusive energy, being self-reflexive, definitely leaving behind things that no longer serve them emotionally. This could have been some sort of situation where someone felt bullied. What I'm intuiting from this is that somebody was given an opportunity that maybe could have been something that they didn't recognize because they're used to being in a situation where they are meant to be submissive or bullied, or perhaps they are the bully themselves. and they want to leave this behavior behind and go towards something new, but they kind of don't know what to do with it because they're used to operating in a particular way. What they have yet to realize is that they are in an energy of indecisiveness, going back and forth, perhaps, you know, reconceptualizing this opportunity that they've been given in a dozen different ways. They have a certain wish or a healing, or it could just be that while they are going back and forth and mulling this over, they're actually healing and perhaps getting closer to a wish that they have than they think they are. What do I mean by that? To be more specific, I would say it is sometimes the case where we think that we are focusing very much on our work. We get up, we do our work day to day, and we think that we are advancing merely in our work, but we are also picking up a whole bunch of other healing skills, like learning patience, learning dedication, learning all of these other things about the way that we operate and what our capabilities are, because we are cultivating that work so intensely. And we may not even realize that we're doing some sort of healing or learning new things about ourselves because we're focused on the actual physicality of getting up, going to work, whether it's a 9 to 5, whether it's reading tarot. There's an influence here for this person, and it is very light, a little bit flirtatious, and they love it. So here's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that this person has an inner narrative. Not a guess. This is what I'm getting from this. This person has an inner narrative that really holds them back from taking action. And so they sit in this energy of kind of going back and forth and really contemplating, being up in their head, asking the hard questions, but kind of a little bit stuck there. They're leaving a situation, and perhaps it is this mindset that they're leaving, or somebody who cultivates that narrative in their head, whether it's a parental figure or a spouse or a group of friends who happen to be really hypercritical. And they're moving towards a person that they feel some sort of some sort of peace with, and they're intuiting the fact that they could have victory with this person, and this person makes them very excited. But I think that this is such a new energy for this person that they don't know how to take action. They don't know how to be in something that is so peaceful without being either overbearing or too aloof. Now, the secret that they're keeping is a King of Wands. With 2 of rods at the bottom, I think that this person knows that their transfer from one situation into another, or one mindset into another, is an actual path. It's not a simple decision. It's a decision to be a certain way or take a different outlook on life, which will lead them down a very different path than the one that they've been on. So this person is aware, or is perhaps being motivated by the idea that this is big. This is big in terms of their journey. Right, so the King of Wands is the secret they're keeping. This person knows that they are very capable of what it is they need to do. They're capable. They have just become a little bit unable to act because they can't make a decision. They're very aware, though, also that in not making a decision, they could be blocking. They could be blocking what is coming to them, or they could be blocking this this positive influence that's coming into their life. And once again, this person is very focused on being independent. They are, of course, in a hermit energy, where this is a very solo energy. 4 of Swords here, this is a contemplative energy. That's interesting. Okay, let's see how person 2 is showing up in this entanglement. Person 2. Okay, 3 of Wands, Judgment, and the Sun. Lovely. What they don't realize. Strength card, Temperance. Wow. And the secret that they're keeping. 7 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Okay. This person is much more decisive. This person is very much involved in carrying through their day-to-day life in alignment with what is best for them and what makes them happy. I'm getting a very happy energy over this spread. This is somebody who isn't being impatient. This person is definitely working on putting the work behind it, a very important decision it is that they're making towards their happiness. They're also very aware that they are not the only one involved in their happiness, that everything in the world around them is at at particular paces, and those things need to line up in order for their happiness to go forward. This is somebody who believes that success in life is, the largest percentage preparedness, and this person wants to be prepared. Wow. Okay, what they don't realize, this person is incredibly strong, incredibly patient. Strength and Temperance together, this is a very strong, silent type. Somebody who wants to keep the peace, somebody who is really tempering their emotions in order to face whatever challenges come to them. Wow, there's a real humble energy coming to this. Okay, so this person has yet to realize that there's an opportunity here for love to grow, but they're very humbled. Like, they're trying to ask questions or trying to figure out which path to take. They are doing the work to slowly kind of be self-reflexive. What else am I getting here? This person may also be a confidant for this person who seems to be going through someone. So there could be conversations about a path well chosen with somebody who is stuck. And this person is acting as kind of the person who helps someone else temper their emotions and give them strength. But this person may not realize that by generating an energy or a lifestyle that makes them happy, where they make, very good self-reflexive decisions, where they do the work to maintain that happiness. Somebody like this who shows up in your life can automatically sometimes become someone who you draw strength and balance from. So that's really nice. I hope it's this person, but we're going to check in a little bit with the quality of the bond. Okay, so here we have the 7 of Pentacles. So the secret that this person is keeping is that they want to invest in something that will grow, that will move forward, that will keep them in a lifestyle that they want. Interesting. The Devil here. Perhaps this person's a bit of a workaholic. This is a commitment to something new. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. What is the Devil? What is the Devil doing here? This is a very caught energy. We have the Devil here on the die. Emperor, 3 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say about this. And here we have the 6 of Pentacles. This person is really trying hard to maintain a balance. They may be married to somebody, or they may not be able to sustain their own lifestyle in the way it is they want to, and so they've become a little bit of a workaholic, but they are seriously investing in their work or in investments in order to move forward. And the thing that's motivating this is someone has come into their life and they see that commitment is at hand. If I'm seeing Six of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, this person really wants to be in a committed relationship that has a lot of loving potential, but be able to hold their own, be able to give back as much as they are taking in terms of the finances, but not necessarily literally finances, also in the way that material care happens in the home, whether that be cutting the lawn or, you know, repairing things around the house. So here we have two aces. So something new has come into this person's orbit, and it has spurred them to kind of take up work in a very different dimension. So Ace of Wands and the Three of Swords. There could be three people here. There definitely seems to be an energy that is very dominating, very slow, very stubborn. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person was maybe attached to somebody somehow that is a little bit stubborn, or perhaps they're seeing this person as a little bit stubborn, very up in their head, worried about, you know, how they're going to move forward. So as much as this person could be a confidant for this person, they may also be feeling the weight of being, you know, constantly there for somebody who at the moment is in a bit of a weird headspace. Let's look at the bond between these two. What kind of bond are these two cultivating? Again, the Emperor here showing up with the Knight of Pentacles. Could be somebody external to these two. We don't know yet. So remember that even though I'm reading for two people, this still pertains to polyamorous relationship, because other people do show up as extensions of these two people. I just choose to read for two people because you know, these readings are only meant to be about 20 minutes long. So the bond, what kind of bond are these two cultivating between one another? Okay, so the motivation for their entanglement has to do with some kind of self-serving energy, whether this is a lie or an act of desperation, or I do feel like person one is a little bit desperate to not be in this situation anymore, not be in this headspace that's hypercritical, or not be attached to someone who is hypercritical, you know. And this also kind of is screaming to me a little bit about someone who may have been raised by a parent who was hypercritical and they cannot escape it. So in making this decision, as I said earlier, because Two of Wands was at the bottom of the deck for this person, they know that changing this is going to change the course of their life. So they know that it's not a tiny decision, and that can definitely be the case if you grow up with a parent who's hypercritical and then you do the work that's needed to change that inner narrative. That's pretty profound. So that's the overall energy in the Seven of Swords, but what's motivating this friendship? King of Swords and Five of Cups. Somebody has a feeling of regret, maybe of lost time, and they want to make the right decision. They want to do the head over heart thing. This is very much a story about doing the right thing, doing what is just, either for oneself or for the other person. And how they're showing up collectively in this bond, this again, Two of Wands, this is choosing, this is with Nine of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. These are two people who perhaps are resisting the urge to come together into a union until one or both of them is really on their feet financially. You know, I want to suggest that's this person. So these two could, in a sense, as friends, be kind of treading parallel paths together. They could even come together as lovers eventually. But the focus here is to keep really firm, steady boundaries. And I feel like the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, this is boundaries in a mutually respectful relationship where two people kind of plod forward, maintaining their individuality. That's what I get. So let's see what the future of this connection holds. The future of this connection. There we have the Two of Wands again, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. And underlying it, ugh. Five of Wands, wow. Well, the future of this connection comes into some sort of conflict or competition, either between each other or for each other's attention. That individuality here, maintaining one's independence, is really screaming to me here with the Lovers and the Five of Swords. This may be two people who feel like they both want it their way, which is cause for competition, but we don't know if it's healthy competition or unhealthy competition and arguing. But if we look at the way that this is manifesting, like how the behaviors come out and the actions that are taking, these are two people who make decisions. Again, we have the Two of Wands here with complete honesty and clarity, and communicate that to one another and then do the work. So I'm not going to say that this is the perfect love union, but this union is definitely based on truth and the ability to manifest, make a decision, and really put put the energy to whatever decision it is that they've made. All right, let's take a look. What is some advice for the viewer? What is some advice for the viewer? This is a really interesting read, Cancer. Oh, what's this? Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. Temperance and the World. Seven of Wands, or sorry, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. Your advice is to really approach this as if it is something that is going to need work and dedication in order to flourish, but also enter it knowing that you don't know whether, like even if you invest all of that, you don't know whether this particular entanglement will flourish. I mean, you'll definitely create new skills for yourself out of it. Be motivated by a patient understanding towards beginnings and endings. I feel like within this relationship, there's going to be a lot of beginnings and endings because these are two people who are bent on maintaining their independence while they tread parallel paths. Now, if the Lovers card had not come up in this section, then I would think that these even could be siblings or friends, mates of some sort. But because the Lovers is here, I am seeing aspects, especially Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups with this person. I'm seeing more than just, friends or familial relations. So yeah, approach this if you are motivated by this patient understanding that there are going to be beginnings and endings and many cycles perhaps to do with this relationship, and you need to come with patience and also a willingness to take from someone when you need it and give them back the energy, attention, kindness, and care that you received when needed. What will manifest is something that is very passionate, very successful, Ace of Wands, perhaps a major attraction to each other. And I just want to say that this coming out as the advice and seeing the wand energy that's in here, especially the 2 to 3, remember that this reading started off with the dice showing someone who was unable to take action because they were so up in their head, either to do with a hypercritical narrative of themselves or somebody, or their perception of other people around them being hypercritical, and that was holding them back. Whoever or whatever that is, when they come into the chemistry of this particular connection, that changes. That changes, especially because we see so much wand energy. And, you know, here we have Ace to 6. And we have a lot here going on in terms of 2 of Wands to 3 of Wands. There's a decision here that needs to be made. These two people come together. Person 2 is perhaps the confidant of person 1. Person 1 becomes motivated to actually make those decisions. Here they're showing up as the King of Wands. They know they're fully capable. So the chemistry, I think, of this entanglement will be very important for the growth of both people as they learn to kind of give and take and maintain their independence as they walk parallel paths. Okay, Cancer, that's what I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, then like, share, and subscribe to all, or use the donation link below. Peace and gratitude from me to you, and take care.